Hi, this is Pacific Ocean Part 1. As we try to start our lessons each day, I would like to know, how are you feeling today? You not so feeling so great? Doing okay? Or are we good? I am good. Let me see how you're doing. All right, very good. All right, well, this we may be going remote soon, and we just can't predict the future. So I really would like to know how you feel. Put it on our private chats. I'll respond. I just want to be in touch with you. I'm here for you. Let me know how you're doing. I'm disappointed if this is the case. I love being down there, being in school with everybody. I miss you. I will be with you. However, we cannot control this, and I'm going to make the best of it. I am thankful for what I have, and I'm going to focus on what I can do. I can do a lot of things if I'm home. I can do a lot of things when I'm at school. So I'm focusing on what I can do. So try to focus on what it is that you can do if you're home, if you've been at home, if you're at school, if you've been at school, or then you have to go home. So let's try to think about those type of things, and we'll stay positive. We'll get through this. We're here together for each other. All right, Pacific Ocean is the name of this lesson. Again, I've picked oceans because oceans are big, powerful bodies of water. They're cleansing. They make us strong. That's what I want your bodies to be, strong, cleansing. The Pacific Ocean is the deepest, largest ocean in the world. On one side, we have Asia and Australia, and on the other side, there's North America, Central America, and South America. So it encompasses a huge amount of area. It's huge. Our objective for this lesson, all right, I'm going to make a separate video on goal setting, setting timelines, and how to get to goals. All right, so that's going to be something separate. The other part that I'd like us to focus on is balancing, strength, flexibility, breathing, the yoga routines. That's all centering our body. It's making us mentally relaxed and strong, and our bodies relaxed and strong at the same time. Our calf muscle, we've talked about it last week. Let's talk about it again this week. It's at the bottom of my leg, okay, in the back side. I showed you while we were doing calf raises. Calf muscles are very important for jumping. Okay, so when we have our Google question, it's going to ask you, if you hurt your calf muscle, what are you going to have a difficult time doing? Think about what I just said, and you'll be able to answer that question. I'm going to just go slowly sometimes, because if you need to stop this video, take time. I don't want you to rush through things. I want you to hear what I have to say. Take breaks if you need to. Last Friday was World Kindness Day, and I want to stress the word world. We're a big global world. Let's take the time to have empathy for each other. Let's accept each other for who we are. We need to listen to people. We have more in common than we think with each other. Okay? I do the breathing exercises just to slow my body down. It helps me think better. I can listen better. I do not want to react sometimes to what people might have to say, because then it just becomes an argument. So let's hear each other. Let's respect each other. Respect yourself, respect others. There's a song many years ago called "What the World Needs Now Is Love." Maybe I'll try to put this in there, or maybe you could find it for yourself. Beautiful song. That makes me think of the timing now and what we need right now. For our health part, I spoke about last week again. If you get hurt, what is it that you can do? Now, there's small things that you can do. You can do on your own, even if there might be not an adult at home. There's small things that you can do to take care of yourself. So learn how to do these things. Always ask an adult if you need to, though. I don't want to say do it on your own. But sometimes you get a cut on your arm, your neck, your leg, your knee. It's bleeding a little bit. There are things you can do to take care of yourself for that. Wash your hands, make sure they're clean. Wash the area where there's a cut, where there's bleeding, make sure it's clean. Make sure we dry it after that. You might want to put a little antiseptic lotion on it after that, and then we're going to cover it with a Band-Aid. Those 4 steps: washing and cleaning, drying, second step, third step, put a lotion on your cut, and the 4th step, cover it with the Band-Aid, is on your Google question. Another thing that might happen to you, you might fall, bang your elbow, bang your knee, bump into something, and you might get one of those bumps on your arm or leg. Maybe it's turning a different color, and it hurts. So what you should do, or what you can do, is put something cold on it. Ice pack, something cold. If it's cold, it's going to help bring your bump down, and it makes it feel a little bit better. Sometimes we get too close to something that's hot, and we might burn ourselves. If you're burning yourself and it's a pinkish type of a burn and it burns your skin a little bit, it's going to hurt. There are things you can do, and you might not need to go to the doctor. Make sure you always tell an adult. Put a little cool water on it. You're going to pat it dry. See how it looks? You might want to cover it with a loose bandage. This way there's no dirt or anything that gets in it. That's going to keep it clean. Always show an adult. Okay, I'm going to move on. The next part is movement. We talked about the winter months now. We're going to be starting to go inside. I'm not sure what's going to happen if you go home for remote. So let's think about things that you can do. Let's think about the space you are in. Are you going to be inside or outside? If you're inside, how big of an area can you do your exercise or activity in? Are there things that are breakable in your rooms? Do you have neighbors above you, below you, next to you, different house next to you? Those are things you might want to consider. If you are outside, again, how big of an area outside can you do exercise or activities? What type of clothing do you think you will need if you go outside? Okay, the clothing you wear might depend on what you can do for activity outside. Those are things for space. Second, I don't know what equipment you have. What is it that you have at home that you can use to do activities or exercises? I try to give you activities that you might not need equipment. If at some point I can find equipment to give to everybody, then I'll know more that what everybody can do. And then when I do the lessons, I will focus on those activities with the equipment I give you. Lastly, how rough can you play? How fast can you do things? It depends on where you are, what's breakable. So those are things that we're going to consider, or you might need to consider if you're doing activities, inside or outside. I can give you ideas, but you guys know a lot about what you need to do at home, how you need to play, what you need to do, ideas from other people at home, okay? So, but it's important to always just move our bodies. I don't know your situation. I'm just going to try to give you ideas to keep you along and keep you moving. Okay, it's important. It's fun. We're gonna have some dogs that are gonna bark, but let's see. The assignments for this week. Okay, lastly, we have a Pacific Oceans Part 1 and Part 2. Please listen to them, watch them. You can do Pacific Part 2 with me. Okay, go along with me and do it. We have a Pacific Ocean yoga routine that I have included. Calf choice boards, different exercises for your calf muscle. And there's other choice boards that I've given you in the past. Jumping jack choices, quadricep choices, hamstring choices. I've included a rubric with 2 new exercises on the rubric. See if you can do those correctly. We have the November family calendar. Please do one of those each day. It doesn't take long. Have fun with it. Do it with somebody. I have a goal setting video, okay, that you can watch, just so we have an idea of how we're going to get goals that we set. And then the Google question. Please answer the Google questions. I'm finding some people aren't. So just do them. If things are difficult, please write a comment. Let me know. I'm thinking you're seeing these videos. I'm thinking I'm explaining things. I'm thinking you can answer those questions. So just let me know how we're doing. Again, please don't do everything in one day. It's a lot. I put a lot out there. I want you to be active every day. I would like you to do the November calendar every day. Maybe one day, today you're listening to the Pacific Part 1. Tomorrow you do Pacific Part 2 with me. Split it up. You don't have to do this in one time. The choice boards. Do exercises with the choice boards on a different day. Try the yoga routine on another day. Do the rubrics on a different day. Okay? Look at the goal setting on a different day. Try the Google question on a different day. It doesn't have to be all at one time. It's a lot. I want to keep you busy. If we're home, let's just stay busy. I try to give you ideas. I trust you're doing activities at home. I'm just trying to help you along. Let me know how this works for you. I'm here for you. Please talk to me. All right. Again, have a wonderful week. We'll talk again. Be well. Bye-bye.